boys and girls, welcome back to part 2 of your reading lesson today. I hope you enjoyed learning about the important message in Cinderella with Miss Spears. Today in part 2 is a really important lesson, and it's the first time that we have talked about this. So make sure you listen really closely to the lesson today, because you're going to be using it in the next few days at some point in time in your writing. So we're going to be learning about opinion writing. And today in the lesson with Miss Spears, you're going to be learning about the Oreo opinion sandwich chart. So it's called an opinion sandwich chart. But if you look, it looks kind of like an Oreo. And we're going to even spell out the word Oreo. So you're going to need handout 6A. And it will look very similar to the picture that I have inserted here on this slide. With Miss Spears, you're going to learn all about what this is, what handout 6A is, or what the opinion sandwich chart does. But then after you watch the video with Miss Spears and you learn all about it and you take your notes, you're going to either take, you're going to actually just be typing in what you know all of these stand for. The O, the RE, and the O. So you're going to find out soon what those stand for. And when you're done, it says right here, in the boxes provided, type what each part of the opinion sandwich chart does. She'll go over all of it with you, and you can take notes on your own handout 6A, and then you're going to type your responses here in these boxes. So make sure you pay really close attention because, like I said, we're going to be using this in our writing at some point soon, okay? So without further ado, enjoy your video with Miss Spears, and I will see you soon.
Okay, friends, you learned about examining evidence to form an opinion in previous lessons. Examining evidence is one of the steps before writing an opinion paragraph, and it is important to include evidence in an opinion paragraph to support the opinion as well. In today's lesson, you will learn about the parts of an opinion paragraph. Take out handout 6A, the opinion sandwich chart. It looks like what you see on the screen. And if you don't have it, that's okay. You can just follow along on the screen. Does this chart remind you of anything? This chart does look like a cookie with chocolate wafers on the top and on the bottom and cream in the middle. You may have noticed that it looks a little like the topic sandwich chart that you've used in the past to organize your writing. You're going to use this chart to also help you organize your writing as well. Now, an opinion paragraph is like a sandwich cookie. An opinion statement is the top part of the cookie. The middle is the reasons that support an opinion, and the reasons include evidence that answers the question, what makes you think that? The opinion conclusion is the bottom of the cookie. It reinforces the opinion, and reinforce means support. We're going to label the chart on handout 6A together, and we're going to label it like this. The O will go next to the top of the cookie because O stands for the opinion statement at the beginning of the paragraph. I'm going to write RE next to the middle. RE stands for reasons. An opinion paragraph should include reasons and evidence that support the opinion. Lastly, I'm going to write O next to the bottom of the cookie. O stands for the opinion conclusion. The opinion conclusion reminds the reader of your opinion. Now let's work together to label each part of a sample opinion paragraph about Cinderella's stepsisters. Listen as I read the paragraph. I think the stepsisters are mean. They call Cinderella names. They make her do their work. That is why I think the stepsisters are mean. All right, let's look at the top layer of the cookie. Listen as I read the sentence. I think the stepsisters are mean. This first sentence is labeled with an O for opinion statement. An opinion statement is the sentence that states or tells the opinion. What is the opinion of the writer of this paragraph? Think. Share your responses with your learning partner. I'm sure you shared it. The writer's opinion is that the stepsisters are mean. Now, look at the middle or the cream of the cookie. Listen as I read these sentences. They call Cinderella names. They make her do their work. These sentences are labeled RE for reasons. Reasons are the evidence that answers the questions, what make you think that, or why do you have that opinion? In this paragraph, the reasons provide evidence about how the stepsisters are mean. What is one reason that shows the stepsisters are mean? Think. Share your ideas with your learning partner, or just share aloud. I really wish I could have heard the reason you identified. One of the reasons I identify is that the stepsisters call Cinderella names. And a second reason is that the stepsisters make Cinderella do their work. Now, let's look at the bottom layer of the cookie. This is the opinion conclusion, or the ending, which reminds the reader of the writer's opinion. Listen as I read the sentence. That is why I think the stepsisters are mean. The third sentence is labeled O for opinion conclusion, and the opinion conclusion often restates the opinion. It says the opinion again in a slightly different way. All right, I'd like you to point to each part of the cookie sandwich on the screen and remember to point gently as I read the whole paragraph once again. I think the stepsisters are mean. They call Cinderella names. They make her do their work. That is why I think the stepsisters are mean. All right, friends, now what you are going to do is you're going to go back to handout 6A, the opinion sandwich chart. And here's what you're going to do. You are going to define and explain each part by writing or recording the name of each part and explaining what each part does. Are you ready? Pause the video to record or write. All right, awesome first graders. Did you write or record? If you didn't, be sure you go back so that you know the parts of the opinion paragraph and what they do. Nice job identifying the important message in the text, Cinderella, adapted by Marsha Brown. Next time we'll continue with the same text, but until then, be kind and do something great because you are capable of greatness.